Hey y'all, it's me. I'm back. I know it's been probably like 4, maybe 5 months. I think the last time I recorded, I was trying to look and see, but it's been a while. It is what it is. Things happen, and this time a lot has happened, and basically, I'm pregnant. So right now, I am 7 months pregnant. So I had to put a little pause on everything, and my first video today is going to be on that's the AC. My first video today is going to be about my first month pregnant. I'm looking at my notes. So let's start off on how I found out I was pregnant. So I just noticed that my period was coming a little late, which it can be normal to some people. My period was coming a little bit late, and I ain't think nothing of it. I'm just like, if you're partying and you're drinking, things happen. Like, you like, oh, it's gonna be a little bit late. So I kept just, it was around like November or something. I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be a little late, whatever. But then it was like late, then late, then late. And I also had this app, it's called the Flow app. And I'm just like, hold up. It's almost December. I haven't had a period since October. So I'm in my head like, oh, this is crazy. But it's Thanksgiving time, and I'm just still like, whatever, whatever, whatever. So then I'm gonna just be very transparent with y'all. So I went. So I noticed I had went shopping and I couldn't fit my clothes. Like, and I'm like 5'2" and I weigh like 124. My pants was becoming snug. I even went Black Friday shopping to, Victoria's Secret. I went to Victoria's Secret, and my bra, I was getting like really big up there. And I was like, did my bra, my new bra was getting tighter by the day. I'm like, what's going on? Then I noticed like I slept the whole month of November. And excuse my face, I had a little breakout right here. So I had a little excuse me, pregnancy. So I had a little okay, no, not the breakout, but the month of November, I slept the whole month. Like, I mean, you can't tell me nothing. Like, sleep was just like priority. Like, I was like, oh, I gotta sleep. And then I kept getting up, and it was taking me forever to get to work. Like, I was on the phone with my partner, and I was just like, oh my God, like, it's just getting so hard. Like, I'm trying to get up, I'm trying to go to work. Going to work got hard for no reason. And I just couldn't do it. Putting on my clothes, I was so sluggish, you know. And these were all signs of like probably like morning sickness. I didn't know it. And then I was actually, this is the time of the year that I actually go work out, and I always work out, but I get more into it for the summer. So I'm eating all healthy and all this stuff. And one day I cooked some salmon. I cooked salmon, and I cooked like some rice and some asparagus, right? So I cooked it, and I cooked a lot. I cooked it to last for probably breakfast and lunch. I ate it for breakfast, and then I headed to work for lunch. And then I noticed I was feeling woozy. So I'm like, this is weird. This is weird. So when I got home, I noticed it was hard to drive. Like as I was coming home, I know it was hard to drive, but I ain't think nothing of it. I was like, oh, I'm just tired, and I had vertigo before, So I felt like it was my vertigo acting up. And maybe I was stressed about something or whatever. So when I got home, I ran up the stairs. I was feeling so dizzy and discombobulated. And then all I did was like jump in the bed. And I felt the room was spinning. I felt so drunk. I'm like, what's going on? I can't do this. It was so much. I was just a big old baby. So I called my partner. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just feeling so horrible. I don't know. I don't know. And then at this time, my partner was like, your butt is getting big. Like, I already have, a little something. But he was like, your butt is getting big. But I also noticed when I went shopping, to go back to the shopping part, my pants, I can scratch into a small because I'm small. I could not scratch into a small. I was literally sucking myself in and going like this, and it just wasn't working for me. So that was a sign too. Him saying my butt was getting big. My face was getting fat. Um, and so back to the part where what was it? Where I was dizzy at. I ain't think nothing of it. I was like, I'm just so dizzy. That's weird. It was just weird. It was a symptom. But during pregnancy, you really can't eat smoke. I had smoked salmon. You can't eat smoked salmon. I think you can eat salmon, but you can't eat nothing smoked. So that was the salmon just threw the old baby off. So then I still didn't know I was pregnant. So then I went, no, then I noticed I had to use the bathroom a lot. So I'm just running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. And I heard that if you gotta use the bathroom a lot, that could be like an STD. So I was like, oh my God, maybe I got a STD. So I'm scared. Like, I'm really in my head. I'm like, yo, like, I just was like, if I got something, like, I was going crazy in my head. Like, so at one point I felt that's what it was. So I made me an appointment. So I go to the clinic and they're like, nothing's popping up. And then they start asking all the questions. I know the questions. Um, when was your last period? Could you be pregnant? And in my head, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. In my head, I'm just like, no, it got to be a STD. No, I ain't pregnant. It might be a STD. She just like, well, we took a pregnancy test and nothing came up. But if you're not on birth control and if you are having unprotected, you know what, then is a chance that it might be that. So in my head, I'm like, whatever. So I go home. And something that lady told me, she said in 2 weeks, take a pregnancy test. So in my head, I'm like, this can't be it. I don't know. So 2 weeks later, I took one. I was soaking in the tub. And I just still wasn't feeling good. So when I came from work, I soaked and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. I took that test. I'm in the tub soaking in some lavender. Boom. I said I'm gonna check it when I get out the tub. Oh my God, this all I saw. This all I saw. I was like, I called my son. I called my son, and my son is older. I called my son. I was like, oh my God, da 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 da. He was like, well, I think you need to talk to somebody else. You might need to talk to your counselor. Like, you need to talk to somebody else. I'm not the right person. I was like, okay, bye. So that was when I stopped recording because I was tired. I was always tired. Every time I want to get on the film, something in my head was like I just want to eat and sleep and eat and sleep. And then right after I got sick, I had ended up coming out with, I don't know if it was COVID. I don't know. It was during the winter months. I wasn't feeling good. So that happened, and I'm gonna just leave the rest for another video. So I'm gonna do how I was feeling every month. So this right here is just gonna be how I found out. So it's different ways to find out. For me, the biggest symptom for me was peeing. I was peeing a lot. I couldn't fit my clothes. My breast was getting bigger. Um, Sleeping a lot, missing a period. Like everything told me, but I didn't believe it. I was like, not me. And also, I want to do a video on birth control because it needs to be talked about, and I don't feel like it's talked about enough. So yeah, I'm back, and excuse how I look this video. Literally, I feel like if I'm gonna do it, I have to do it. And being pregnant, you just really don't. Whenever you get the energy, you got to do it. Sometimes you don't feel like getting yourself together to do it, but my next videos, I'll be more like, I just really want to get this first video out, and just be transparent. Like, 'cause when you're pregnant, it's just, everything is hard. For me, everything gets harder. Work got harder. Just getting dressed is harder. Cleaning up gets harder. Everything gets harder. So, and now I'm in my third trimester, and I really was going through, I was scared a lot, the anxiety of losing the baby. So I really just didn't want to, I just wanted to keep it to myself and just, so, and I'll talk about it more, but I'm trying to keep these videos short at like maybe 10, 15 minutes. But thank you for watching, and there's more to come. So stay tuned. And thank you. Thank you. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.